Different identities. Podcast with BSCAR.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another edition of the PODICAST right here in Gap City. We're coming at you from Botswana Craft and Kakubo Block 3 Kakwana, where we have some of the greatest festivals we've ever had in BW, from your Olivam Tukuzis to your Ndingo Joas, and it's also one of the best eateries when you want your lunch, when you want your breakfast, right here in Gap City, all right? This is where we're actually going to be hosting an event on the 5th of September, Scar versus Zeus. It's going to be a live show, live bands and everything like that. So come on through, man. Come on through. Come see me dust them rapper. Fast. But yeah, you can choose whichever side you're on as long as we're all here having a good time. Shout out to Local Corner Multimedia YouTube page is where you subscribe to whenever you want to see what they got going on. There's the FME shows that we've been checking out. I guess sometimes when you're at a certain age like Bosizayana, you want to go there or I want to cry, but you can't. You can't, but because age limit, my guy. You just can't. So you can watch it and enjoy it with us on the Local Corner Multimedia YouTube page. And also, there's a bunch of other shows that the homies are putting together. So don't miss out. All right. Today, we're talking to another leader in urban youth culture right now. Okay, like we told you, the PODICAST is not a history channel. We try to keep up with what's also going on going forward. And this gentleman here is one of those people who are pushing the culture forward. As you can see, we're dripped out, man. We're wearing that kasi. It was bound to happen. We want to know the story. They are dominating all over BW. It's not only a Gaborone label. It's all over the country. And it's making its way across the continent as well. So we wanted to find out from the people behind it and also what got them into this space, man. Without further ado, in the house, give it up for, Tagebonor, is this your real name? Tebo Mabulinyani, a.k.a. Enzo Shorty. Enzo the photographer. Oh, Tabes.
Yo, fam.
Ute.
I'm good.
I look for your name everywhere, dog. There's not a lot about you on the internet, huh?
Yeah, and I keep it low key. Yeah.
But you have a crazy TikTok number. And you think people who are that into social media, there should be something about them. You got about 562,000 followers on TikTok. When did you start with TikTok? Let's just start there.
Last year, I think.
Last year?
I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All right. Okay, this is going to be one of those interviews. I can tell already. The short-ended answer, the least more But let's just start from the beginning. Who is Tebo? Who is Enzo?
Tebogo Mabolenya.
Erra.
Where did you get that name?
No, from the interwebs. I got links, my man.
ChatGPT.
No, I think it was ChatGPT. I think that's where people can say, who is Enzo Shorty? They wouldn't, there wasn't anywhere I could find it until I think I went on to another search engine. It's another search engine in Manners. It's called Manners.
Laurel. Lina Lama leads this time. Smith has a name now.
Tell us, Papa. What is your full name?
Well, my name is Tebogo.
Oh, okay.
Michael
Okay.
Mabotenyane.
Okay, so it is true.
Mabotenyane, not Mabotenyane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is it from? Where is the surname from?
Ke tswa ko Kgalahadi Hukunzi.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So ke holetse ko Hukunzi. I grew up there, my childhood, but yeah, my mom came out of Hukunzi, my dad was Tonota.
Oh, okay.
But my dad passed late in so my whole life I spent it ko Hukunzi. But I was jumping up and down with my mom. Now
Okay.
transfer kwa so kinile ko bo maung bo gantsi bo phalape
Yeah.
gaborone. Yeah.
Oh,
basically.
okay. So you're pretty much well traveled like that. Marame, where did you do most of your schooling? Like, where would you say, or
Primary
Enzo's
level, Hukunzi, Maung, and then junior level, Gantsi Phalape.
How old are you, dog? Like, what year were you born?
95.
95. I remember. Okay, so 1995. I was like in standard 5, dog. Came on a time.
Yeah.
So you most of your youth, how where would you say Ranti or
Hukunzi.
Gabs Hukunzi?
Yeah.
What was like Hukunzi like back in the day? Because most of us, I guess, myself, I was introduced to Hukunzi by Mampizi.
Yeah.
But he wasn't living there, but he loved going back there because of his grandparents and all of that. Well, what type of place was Hukunzi when you were growing up?
Hukunzi was basically a rural area, even now, but but then there was not much of development, nearly the primary, the junior school.
Yeah.
And then I grew up there for my childhood, and I enjoyed it. It was those places where you know how we feel about home. Like traveler, we get the best thing about the years going back home.
Definitely.
Yeah, so, but I did move to Maung, lived there for 2 years.
Yeah.
Then I moved to Khansi. That's where I met few of people that I'm still in touch with now. And
Yeah.
then I moved to Phalape. That's where I met other people that I'm still in touch with now.
Okay.
And then Gebs
All right. So Gabs Nota for was Gela or was it family?
for the hustle.
For the hustle.
Yeah.
So you what were you doing? Did you do tertiary and then come to Gabs to come work? Well, how did you land here for the hustle? No route to Huira.
Okay, so as a boy child,
Yeah.
the first thing that you want to do is get out of the household.
Yeah.
To my understanding, I read from 5 but I wanted to go to varsity, but I didn't do well.
Yeah.
So I came here to get some few points. I did get points. Konoha varsity.
Yeah.
But then
Where did you go? Limco.
nah.
Where did you
So funny enough, I wanted to do some designs.
Okay.
But then I also had passion in arts and creativity and all that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't impressed with Limco and all the other school that were providing.
Okay.
I was into acting and film and all that. But then I ran across Katla Hontirang on social media.
Okay.
Yeah, we became friends, and then
Date Seiko.
yeah,
Yeah.
I found out that she was doing school sa go AFDA. And then one day, I don't know, it was a show. They were doing poetry, and then when I got there, I got to meet one of the lecturers, Mr. Paya, Tefo Paya. And that's why I got hooked. You know what? Why I got the I want to go there. And then this guy, Tefo, is teaching there. And when I met him, he had great personality. And I just enjoyed how they presented themselves here, like the exhibition here. There's a poetry exhibition, but the energy here, like this is what they do for their living.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be part of that.
Awesome.
So I told my mom, I think I found the school.
Yeah.
And I signed up for AFDA. But it wasn't what because I went on social media to check them out. So this tertiary, they have the stuff just like any marketing schemes, they present what you're not gonna get.
Yeah.
So
because a lot of people, I think it's gone now. It's no longer in Botswana. A lot of people felt what they showed because South Africa wasn't really what was here.
Yeah, that's what we were
Did they
showed.
show a lot of what was going on in South Africa?
Yeah.
So, Marami, did you attend classes? Did you manage to?
Yeah, I did. I went there for film to do Hushuta and all that.
Yeah.
But then I felt like it was too easy for me. I wanted a challenge. And I wanted to be on the limelight, kind of.
Yeah.
So I switched courses, went for live performance, which was acting. So, I started. Okay, so what the school presented from the marketing.
Yeah.
Spencer do South Africa. It seems fun. It seems like there's something that I'm going to enjoy and all that. Yeah.
Hey.
But when you get there, first year, the theory was there. It was good, but the practical part, there was no equipment, there was no the lecturer and all that. But I enjoyed the fact that the lecture I had to. The Fire was doing live performance, so I switched from motion picture to live performance because he was at live performance and I was kind of enjoying. But then, because of the school issues, he resigned to go elsewhere, and that's where everything started falling for me. Because now the one person who got me there, and the reason why I was enjoying the school and everything, the reason why I had hope for everything's going to come out the way I thought it would.
Yeah.
Just went with him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So with this Galatina, because I think that's what always is the question. Why don't we see good products coming out of TV? You know, Bolim Komona bating, Bonebo after bating, Leona applied arts. I think in Chaiko or is it OD? Why is it that from your experience, why is it that we don't get so need product it's like that? What do you think it's lacking with those schools?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's lacking because the knowledge is there.
Yeah.
The production AFDA actually did bring something to my view.
Yeah.
Most of the content there it was different because AFDA dwelled more into movie making and the aspects, the details, the small details and everything. For my understanding, but AFDA dwelled deeper, and we were able to. Most of the candidates is AFDA, and the students is AFDA.
Yeah.
The movie production to me it has something like the likes of Bo Benster, the likes of Bo. Okay,
I like when you give examples. Actually.
Yeah, Benster is one of the people by Lahore. To me, he's the example of what AFDA gave out.
Who does he work with? Like some examples of.
Benster is the guy who producer the edits about BK Proctor. But all the corporate is also most of the time.
Yeah.
The edit name, but just for assurance about the video it's about BK Proctor the the creator, and you can see how there's quality, there's understanding of what what's go after.
Yeah.
But then the problem to me is the industrial itself doesn't have money. To my understanding.
Yeah.
I end up not finishing school.
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
So during my time go school, I could see there's not going to get where I want to go. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to have, because from where I'm coming from, it wasn't a good background.
Yeah.
But I wanted to not struggle.
Yeah.
And for me to achieve that, I had to come up with a plan where it will guarantee me success.
Yeah.
And I could see school basically we are fighting for a degree, but the industry degree is not really giving out much to other people out there. I started looking out in the industry okay, who is it really successful? Who is it making in the movie industry? Because I did get casted in one of the productions in the Mobi TV, Colors. It was a TV drama. I auditioned and I got casted. But the money wasn't given.
I was about to ask you, like, if I'm saying what I'm going to get into a production, it
was one of the biggest productions we are told. This is one of the biggest productions to ever come out of Botswana.
But what was it called?
Colors.
Oh, Colors. Yeah.
Yeah. So I auditioned for the star role, or the main character.
Yeah.
And I went all the way to the finals, but then the guy that I was competing with ended up taking it because now I was still in school and he was not. So that's how I lost the role. But
So
then
the degree matters. Like you had to come with
no,
your.
that's where I got my viewpoint of this whole industry thing. Okay, fine. So this guy doesn't have a degree, and I don't know if he did or not, but this whole auditions, there's no point where we got asked, do you have a degree, or why are you schooling, what's your history? All mattered was, how is your skill?
Yeah.
Are you good enough to do what we are asking for?
Yeah.
So to my perspective, I took a step backward. Okay, so in this industry, it seems like wherever you're going, there's not going to be a question of, do you have a degree, or do you have history at school, or say if you can. The what mattered was your CV, your portfolio.
Do you think then education is useless in the arts in Botswana?
Well, that's the reason why it's not useless.
Is there a
But-
point where you think it helps? Or maybe this is an actor with a degree, this is an actor or was sketch you know?
I will say
sponsorship they don't really matter in the space.
They don't. Okay, so education matters. How you are an educator. That's my viewpoint. If you want
want
to
to
teacher,
educate the arts.
if you want to teacher, if you want to something, say is related to school.
Yeah.
His degree only used it to educate.
Yeah.
He will learn lecture more awili, and that's the only thing I think it allowed him. But maybe also the body tender, and sometimes body tender you have to have a degree holder if you want to tender. That's the only thing I will say you might need a degree there. But education wise, are you well educated enough? There's no the only thing that speaks who have you worked with, how is your work, can we see your portfolio? So those are things still determine okay, if I leave school now and start my own thing, because this I want to take it back a little bit. How I started the whole journey of photography and everything. I never knew anything what there was thing called a photographer. I never knew what there was a business about photography and everything. The one thing the camera so I asked my mom, can you get me a camera? I need a camera. Because the camera, and it seems easy. But also I just wanted it because there was a little bit of a trend for social media, photography and and I was still a teenager and I wanted to impress her.
Social media. And then you fill up your social media.
No, not per se. I had a crush on this girl. And but go the photo shoot and all that. So I do media at school, and I can get my mom to get me a simple camera. And then once I got it, I started just playing around with it. Give me say, hey, let's come do a photo shoot. And then when I get to school, my friends just for fun. They were impressed by the quality that I was producing and the pictures that I was seeing. You're actually good at this.
So before then, we saw I can actually be good at photography.
I only went there an actor. And for just a hobby, I used to play with smartphones. Everywhere I go, I make sure I have a camera. The camera the Sony Ericsson, and I made sure I get a camera. I just kind of liked taking pictures. So one day, this girl, the session is about chill step.
Yeah.
I never knew about chill step and all that, so I began go get a camera.
What's that about checking at 12?
The first session was in Hadukosi. Yeah, so I started taking pictures hella randomly, hella, because it was just a thing. I'm a social media, people are going to like my post and all that.
Yeah.
And that was the whole idea. But then someone came to me, how much do you charge for pictures? And I never received that question. I don't know who it is. It was just some foreigner.
Yeah.
So he asked, how much do you charge for pictures? I guess I'm like, guy. I didn't know how to reply because I never quoted. I never knew what you can pay so much. So I just blunted a number like 70 pool.
Yeah.
Because no idea I take it.
Yeah.
So I get a 70 pooler and he said, okay, no, let's take pictures and see. And how many pictures? 20. Can bring me your card, get your card, and they were impressed with the work about Duela instantly, and that was the first money I ever made from a camera. And from there, hella, that's when it clicked on my mind. Okay, so I just made money from this thing. And what is this thing? When I got back to school, because I didn't have computers and all that, so I started researching more about photography. I started researching more about doing the camera, the berakayang and all that. And I can say like shooter, most of my friends, they see me improving and all that. They tell me, you know what, you can actually pursue this thing, because you're actually good at it. So that's why.
So you hadn't even taken classes yet. At this point, this is just you experimenting, Kayon.
I've never taken classes.
That's crazy, dog. That's
crazy. How I started, and that's the only class that we took. I was saying YouTube. That's where we learned most of the stuff. Yeah. So as the year went by, I got festive and when I come back there, get like really good, really good. Yeah. And I started getting the bookings. I started learning how the business works, how to code and all that. And I can say almost best my man. You know what? I'm actually starting to make money out of this thing, and the acting gig is not really paying up. It's 6 months now in the acting. That acting space can say colors, and I want to to forget about the whole acting career and pursue this thing, because I was actually making a lot of money from just weddings and all that. Yeah. So I want to pose, how sure are you about it? Because I know you are good, but do you want to leave school for that? At
this point, who are you staying with? Like when you're in Ghana?
Okay, so I was schooling at OD. Yeah. I've done that college
Applied Arts. Yeah.
And then I was renting, allowance and all that. And allowance was the only thing I survived. But then camera and I tell this guy, the school was starting to depress me, honestly. Yeah. I was going to school, but I wasn't happy. The environment was just toxic.
Were you seeing anyone graduate and get into work?
Nah. That's the thing, because I wasn't seeing anyone being successful.
But that's why I'm asking you, though, as someone who's gone through it, because even today, to this day, when I live by even the parents, that they will want to be actors, they want to be dancers, all of these things. But now we're seeing where these places are opening up. No, a professional dancer, I'm a professional actor. Is this a waste of money?
Bluntly, yes.
You feel me? Because at the end of the day, but feel how accredited this is professional. But most places how much accreditation do you really need?
Because that's the thing. We were told, okay, go to school first and then you'll follow your passion after. Yeah. Degree after a degree. Yeah. And a degree is a 4 or 5 years course. And how after that certificate, after 4 years, there is a whole if you can, how can malaita rona ba na ba fail go from 3 go man.
Yeah.
In life ke bona ba ne le gore ne ke bona how they were actually making it in life.
Yeah.
The C students, the D students, because they failed early and then they got into the hustle mode at an early age. But then when how say now it's a degree, your mindset is hiring, get a job, find a job.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that can supply you. Better 4 years, you can't work for 4 years and then what about hustle is.
Yeah. So I feel that. So it's actually better to fail early, so that at least you know, or you can pick yourself up again.
Because those guys, but on the hustle mode at an early stage, they know how you know my plan B. School has this is my plan B, and they get onto that instantly.
Yeah.
So as for me, after I took that view, I feel like school is not going to give me what I want. Let me go and get into the industry.
Yeah.
Which was photography was the thing I'm good at.
Yeah.
If I can live now, because I was in second year.
Yeah.
I get post studentship assignment, and then I get focus on more this photography thing, build a portfolio, and by after 2 years, those guys have a graduate. I'll be far ahead of them.
So that was the moment where you said, "Okay, no, I'm not taking pictures only. Now I'm running a business." Did you drop out then, or were you just taking a break? I'm jumping ship.
I told people I was taking a break.
Yeah.
I was dropping out.
Yeah.
Because I honestly didn't feel like I was going to get anything from this. So I dropped out, started focusing fully on, and I did call my mom. I told her, now I'm not happy where I am. I'm not feeling this thing, but I did find this thing because what
were some of your first jobs? Like, you mentioned weddings, but where were the ones that actually made you realize, or I can sustain myself, this can be a business?
It was just weddings, man.
Weddings
and personal shoots. Because weddings, my dad nasa so good is and ora charge it bokana motata ba khona la ho my dad. We didn't have you have to have connections to get proper jobs, go BTV, the gig, go the corporate and all that. You have to have connections. And my portfolio was still new. So I was using social media to just boost my profile, take pictures, upload, people contact. We see what you're doing. How much do you charge?
Yeah.
Can you come give us your services?
Yeah.
And start from there like
How then did you transition now your business from only there, those personal ones, and now being able to move into corporate?
I had to scale up because now I can say get to school.
Scale up, now I'm gonna start taking in proposals and try to do work for these. Actually, how did you even build the confidence to say, all right, now I can do this thing?
You start getting calls from Bali big.
Yeah.
Obviously, like everyone knows, to get into the industry, to go, you need exposure.
Yeah.
So the likes of Bomis GK say, or no, we want your services, how much do you charge? How should them on Bomis GKC? Most of personalities sell or demo more industry.
Yeah.
They work with corporate. You shoot them. Obviously, the corporate that I want to music said we delay photo shoot and we want services this for our CEO. Can we get this person?
Yeah.
And that's how the exposure works. And then you start working with. Sometimes you do free jobs or cooperating and go company or we can offer you the services for the first quote, and then the second job you get to pay. And if they like your work, and if you are sure your work is good, you don't I can offer you this, knowing what they'll be impressed.
Yeah.
And the second job they'll get you if they need you. And that's how I got into the corporate space.
What about because a lot of youngsters don't want to do the free jobs, or what? How would you differentiate between, okay, I can take this free job, but this one is just wasting my time? How were you able to tell Baba and Teresa I can work with going forward?
If sometimes it's not a free job, that's the thing. You have to look at someone and do they have what you need?
Yeah.
if you see Mizik's, he has numbers.
Yeah.
I need those numbers.
You need numbers, yeah.
And I have the services she might need.
Yeah.
We do a trade exchange.
Yeah.
That's exchanging trades. It's not like you are doing something for free.
Yeah.
If maybe I know how to go corporate world.
Yeah.
Obana BRS berekali this agency. Or I can offer you this free job. You are better your chances for them to know you.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
But you are saying, hey, here I am.
Look at
this is
me.
what I can do.
Yeah.
And if you are impressive enough, they'll call you back. You are not doing it for free. You are kind of, I don't know if free is the right word, but it's more of just exchanging your service for you being noticed.
Yeah.
So just being noticed is expensive. Like that's how nowadays the influencer world is kind of making waves or making money, because for you to be seen, and if there's someone yeah, and then you offer your services to them, you are taking that, you are buying that attention from them.
Yeah.
You are not really offering those services for free, but you are offering them services for their services.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But then now, because everything is getting so mingled and entangled, because now certain influencers are taking photographers and videographers jobs, because now they have their own phones, motor, Twitter, editor, Is there a situation where a photographer or agency, do agencies want to keep you as photographers?
One of that issue is hard for us as photographers or as creatives, because agencies it's hard to make money nowadays as a creative, because the agency that are getting the large chunk of the money that is offered there. Let's say if a company enter mad, okay, we need the services, Baronella agency as the middleman. The agency needs 100K. They're going to ask for quotes from other photographers, and they're going to get like either the lowest or from those quotes. And it's normally around 20-30% from that 100K. So if you lower a job like 100K or 20K, and agencies are the whole chunk, and it becomes hard for you as a photographer. Imagine if photographers or if creatives were able to deal with companies directly, a badge idea or directly. The photographer the monthly 100K, 50K.
So would you think it's better for companies to have their own marketing offices instead of having like a big advertising agency working for all of them? What do you think that would do for sustainability?
That would be great, because that's the one thing say Lord Juanana say because we got to the point where we our own agencies. But what if as creatives we create an agency that's transparency, this company, and then we register these companies, offer a makeup is or cut out percentage, photography is or percentage, videography they know what percentage. At the point you all get what you worked for. But now the agency it's about to babotli it's a 30K we divide it's like 100K, but the project 100K. So if there was a work, and at least the transparency from agency, the middleman and the service provider. But if you lower let's say FNB it's not FNB, let me say a company is or charges offer for these services, and the service providers are getting and the agency, this is how much they're getting, because agency, like all other agents in the agency industry, the normal fee is supposed to be 30%. If Kele agent I'm supposed to be getting 30%, meaning not the maximum from what services you are providing. How artist Kele agent I get 30%. So how is it 15.
That what I feel?
How is it that when is an agency, a company, and then agent it's 70K.
Yeah.
The service provider or the talent is getting 30%.
Yeah.
But we were doing all the work and delivering everything and making sure that everything is the way you want it, because it's not like what's and then we'll fix.
Let's say reunion, yeah.
And that's the one thing, Selor, maybe as creatives or photographers and videographers, we need, because you say has what are tools.
Yeah.
But
is it possible though? Kind of the level of competition, more creative spacing. I want to talk even about pricing rates. Are you guys able to talk amongst each other or gents campaign or what is the pricing situation? Because I know the artist thing
I think it's the same.
Yeah.
There's no transparency or rechargeable. Sometimes people can, because I try to talk to guys by closely in the industry. What if we had a fixed rate for these agencies or this company? Okay, no, this is how much an hour should be for corporate.
Yeah.
Because almost corporate are almost the same people. This is how much service at least they have standard rates so that that much of we can create a code. How code obviously motho a for 5 hours le itse gore per hour ke bokae o se ka gana le gap e tona because o tlo bo tla khotile 1000 for an hour and then o tlhola go tsero motho o tsero na chizile 400 for an hour. And how do you compete with that?
Yeah.
Because nowadays even by law or by good they are forced to really low, because the agency don't really care if you are good or not. As long as your work is, it won't make much noise to the client. As long as you are good enough, you are good. But the job never goes to the deserving person. Price is reasonable.
I'm also trying to figure out, because when you see so many guys in Molo with cameras, and you know, I don't know if you are in the industry. I think, do you feel there's a chance it's sustainable, or do you feel how wanna design it in signalo? It means it's falling by the wayside. You know, is there a future?
No, that shows what the industry is growing.
Yeah.
If you look at the photographers coming up, it creates market. Okay, no, the industry and we're having competition is good. To my understanding, for you to get better, you have to have competitors, people coming up, but better ideas, and maybe the government will see what this an industry and we can empower the youth using these platforms.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about the argument it's recently about the guys who were taken in to take photographs of the president? You know, do you think? Because now I saw it very, very differently. So I want to what do people in your industry think about what was going on, and everyone jumped into the idea all the way they were doing?
Honestly, I don't have anything against it.
Yeah.
Because if you manage to scoop a job at Matere, kudos for you.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people who are getting paid that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone would have wanted that opportunity.
Yeah.
And yes, sometimes maybe photography doesn't really deserve that much of need. But if I don't know if people know how much it costs. I mean, Matere per year or per month?
I think it's per year.
Per year.
Yeah. Because this travel, I think it's about a meter a year. There's travel also in there, so I think people in the
if it's per year, it's definitely worth it. It's not that. I thought it was a per month thing.
I want to wrap up our photography conversation so that we can get into talking about Kasi and how that started. Walk us through, which which platform right now do you think can convert to paying clients in Botswana? Do you think it's Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok?
Okay. For photography wise, to get models and influencers is Instagram. To get sometimes weddings, but to get weddings and corporate is Facebook. Most of my corporate gigs are gotten from Facebook, and normally the agency did this on Facebook to search up for photographers or service providers, and then TikTok is mostly for video work.
Yeah.
Because it mostly pushes videos.
Okay. And when it comes to analytics, because some people, I think, what do you watch for? Do you watch for time spent watching, saves, or shares?
Come again?
When it comes to Nathan analyzing the response for the people who watch your stuff, how do you analyze them? Which content is the one or is, I guess it's much more, it's getting more traction. Do you check out but the watch time, the saves, or the shares, or the likes?
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Likes and shares, and mostly the comment. If people really into your content, they will comment.
Okay.
And that shows you have connection with your audience, and your work is getting out there.
Awesome. I want to now get into Kasi, which is the label that everyone is talking about in BW. When did you guys start this thing, and what actually got you guys started?
Kasi is a COVID baby.
Hey.
We started in 2020.
Yeah.
And what made me start was when COVID hit, we were mostly indoors, and as photographers, there wasn't much to do.
Yeah.
And by then, I was going through a lot. My mom was recently lost her job, and she was sick, and a lot was happening. And also, my photography wasn't. There's a lot of competition that was coming up. The COVID also made things worse. So I needed to come with plan B. And by then, I was working with a lot of companies, including BK Proctor, including other media outlets, the printing services. So I had to sit down and think, okay, which business platform is it that I can venture into, and it will work hand in hand with what I know, which is photography. And it was merchandise. Yeah. So I started researching more, getting more deep into it, and I tried to talk to BK or I'm interested in this thing. Is there a way you can help me out? If you can work hand in hand, I can provide my services for you, and all you have to do is just to mentor me or need. Yeah. But that never became fruitful. But regardless, I started working around the whole thing, merchandise. Yeah. But then, for me, I wanted to create something, not just a brand or a merchandise. I want to create something that is timeless and something with a meaning. Something when someone asks about, they feel different. They feel something where if get a t-shirt, if get a brand, this is what it means to wear this t-shirt. So then I played around with words, but then the word that stuck out to me was Kasi. Because it had a lot of meaning, and it does not put you in a box. Is out there in Africa. It's not just Botswana, it's not just South Africa. A lot of people know the meaning of the word and use it, and it has a meaning, deeper meaning to them. So I stuck with Kasi, and then I had to create a logo. I designed the logo myself and the graphic work and everything. Okay. So I want to create something so it will communicate. Not just something say otsang obo bahela mo t-shirt there.
Yeah.
So it communicates time, it communicates presence, it communicates gore how sa apere the graphic way ka ha morago.
Yeah.
If how we lebella sentle, you'll see gore this is something say le gore o khona se tlhaloganyo le 80 o le 90 o le 2000.
No doubt.
Yeah. So yeah, I started pushing from the COVID line. The only way I just used the skills technical of photography to apply them on the business side. Yeah, and for you to start something, you have to build it first and make it grow.
Yeah.
The t-shirt mahala.
Yeah.
So 50 pula, 100 pula.
So production, how were you able to start with production? Did you partner with people for manufacturing? How did you manage? Or at least how did you do your first 10? Let's just start there.
So go photography. And then
also you were able to reinvest.
Yeah, so I used the money and invest into the merchandise. And then the business side of it, I had to learn from in social media and the internet. This is how the production works. You have to look for a market, and then after you have that market, look for what they're looking for. Quality. If you have blanks, quality t-shirts, I look for the print and thing locally, or print and then I found I can do them locally, and then I can also source the blanks locally, and then I started doing everything myself. The production can only give to the print. So
you're the sole owner of it.
Yeah. Yes, so here's the thing about me. I wanted to, whatever that I push, I always try to involve my friends and my family.
Okay.
So photography wise, I get some spaces of photography. There are people that I brought in and they give a route of photography as my friends. They are now making a living from that photography.
No doubt.
And then same thing with Kasi. I brought in some of my close friends who I had this project. I need your help. Push and from this, and that's how it started.
No doubt. I think for most people, the way by burning Kasika thing, and myself included, was there was a lot of artists who are always wearing it. If it's not on pictures, I think at first I thought it was probably from South Africa because of that. You know what I mean? Because there was a lot of younger artists who were coming up. How did you get started collaborating with artists?
Okay, so...
And was this on purpose?
Yeah, I would say it was on purpose because another benchmark I'm a BK Proctor.
Okay.
So, another one or BK na beragale the artist and pusher no pusher. Pusher the artist no pusher. Other brands, Nike, Adidas, they used celebrities, they used influencers. Galaxy Boy, they use influencers and they use artists. So that's the only way for you to get exposure. You work with someone who they have numbers, and then if you work with them, but then I wanted to approach it differently. I wanted to work with artists who were not known from the get-go, because I wanted it to be something it arises from nowhere. No one anticipated it. And the artist is in so we started pushing. I get pusher the brand, they get pusher, because one thing I've learned as a media person, as a photographer or a videographer, we have a lot of power. We have a lot of power. I saw this guy, director William. William's rising was not just solemnly on his comedy, but the image, the branding from director Mo. And those visuals were able to penetrate and push the boundaries out of Botswana, out of South Africa to the continent.
No doubt.
Solemnly because of media and just visuals per se. And that told me, if I can finesse or perfect whatever it is that I'm doing, and push it using the skills that I have.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, whether it's t-shirt, whether it's an artist, whether it's whoever, if Director Mo was able to do this with I can do this with whoever I work with.
Yeah.
So I don't know who are the first people I worked with. I know Bo comedians.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Bo Penene Pono.
I think Pinino was one of the first ones I saw also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Penene was the one and then it caught fire.
Yeah.
So ne le bo Penene bo Chopiro bo this can I tell you about level of my neighbor?
Ooh, my man.
But those guys,
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
And then bo Freddy Pro. It's not similar. Like a lot of people back in we started way from back.
Yeah.
Lebo then when it comes to music artists, the artists is like a sharp. Because it wasn't really easy to get hold of the artist.
Yeah.
And with something no one knows. And I didn't want the stress of that. So I began to give some of my homeboys. There was this guy called Chokoma. There was a gentleman called Ju.
Yeah.
And Chokoma, I knew him from junior high. Yeah. That's why I got to know him. And Ju but but I knew of him because he was an artist and never had the show his music was nice and
he was already performing while he was still out.
He had one song called Lala Vuka.
Yeah.
626. That was one song and there was another artist called Diampo. Diampo again Pina Yatsala Uzwe.
Okay.
I guess if you know of it. But those guys but was okay. So I targeted guys by I knew what I had connections with and the homeboy. And my plan was we're going to push these guys until the sky's the limit.
So this is before anyone out here had known about them.
Yeah, for me to get in touch with Chokoma, there was a guy called Mziko. Mziko Nele
Double MP.
Mziko Shooter.
Okay. Oh, Shooter, yeah.
Yeah. Na bereka le Chokoma closely. So I introduce I already know this guy and I was actually thinking of him.
Yeah.
So we started working from there and I told Chokoma about Ju Hore. There's a guy called Ju and I think if you guys can collaborate, the collab will be epic and nothing is really gonna stop you if we can actually push you together.
Yeah.
So that's how it all started and we started working with both of them, but then before they met at an event, Mr. I don't know if that's why I first saw them together. So I guess they already.
I think Chokoma mentioned it when he was here.
Yeah.
So that's where they also got on stage and supported each other.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I don't say what a jury la Bahama stage, but he was downstage, he was watching and he could see what this is what this guy can do.
Definitely.
And that's where Ronan who push Chokoma using that event. We're gonna create content, we're gonna make sure the content is top notch, the quality is top notch, and we'll see where it goes. So I don't know if they took my advice
yeah.
So all of a sudden music studio and the songs were fire.
Yeah.
There are songs but they're not out. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And those songs are bangers.
Yeah.
Even say don't compare to nothing to those songs.
Yes, sir.
So everything was just fine. It was working well and the idea is but to push them.
Is it those videos where we see the backdrops and then the performances are done? Where is that? And
it was
I think some of those videos are really dope. Like we always used to see new songs coming out with with different backdrops and Machitaba Perikasi. So Was that where you were shooting from? You were the one doing those videos.
Yeah, most of them nigga shooter, but hand in hand with Mziko.
Okay.
So we shot the music video, and the plan was, this was the plan that I had for KT. The proposals, we wanted to manage him because national manager,
KT,
national direction, Chokoma.
Chokoma,
Yeah, but then he was hesitant about it, and then he said, "Okay, so can you, just show me what you can do." That's what he told her. I push us by, and then if Madua will talk. So we started pushing. Mziko was there, they created the t-shirt, they DJ KT Chokoma, started creating videos, content, music. Social media page, I cleaned it up. We have to have a clean look. So I removed everything. Not everything, but most of the stuff it was unnecessary. And then we created a brand clean, nice pictures, nice videos, and it looked proper. So the plan was the gig is and we're gonna use those finances to get better gigs. My deal, invested in your brand, grow your brand, and we'll see where it goes. So that's how everything worked from the beginning, and it was actually working.
Okay.
The gig gave similar and I don't know what happened from there, because after the gig similar, the noise was there, the Facebook page was growing, and we were all excited. But then we were Face TV, we didn't meet much. He was silent. We tried to reach out. He wasn't really now that open like he was from the beginning. He was there was a kind of a wall now in between, because now the money highest mulaits, and you start try to, I don't know how to put it, but I know how money
all the times.
No. It was just being, I think it was just being cautious. I don't know. I don't want to.
No, I get it. There was a point where there was no money and you were together, and then there was money, and now there was
a little bit of distance. And
what do you think happened? Actually, let's talk about now. What is the relationship now?
Now we are good. We are not working together much often, but we are in good terms. The only thing I could understand where this is going, so I just let it be. I didn't want to just pull it up and down, because my focus was I wanted them to push them and for them to get into a different level. And they managed to get to that level. And along the way, I made sure what I had backup, which was Kasi. I made sure if Kensiga push like Kasi, and I can take push Kasi, can make sure about push. And luckily, tsotlhe di khona block ana go elwade then na go Chokoma na le ju na ba rise gate is the same time ye ka silone and era zakate, and people liked the collaboration there.
So what is the relationship right now between Ju, Chokoma, and Kasi? Can I a working relationship? Does it exist?
It exists, but not in paper.
What is the lesson? What is the lesson? What lesson did you guys learn from experience that thing?
So
business, music,
the lesson that I learned was always put everything on paper when you're working with anyone whoever you're working with, whether in the industry, whether business-wise, whether in corporate or whatever, put everything in paper. So that there's no back and forth and all that. So how much silent, how this is what we agreed on. Even like word of mouth, but the one thing that I applaud him, he's very careful with his words. He doesn't assure you anything. And he will just kind of filter away from the conversation, and he will just move on knowing what until the time where there's no talking and you're only one there at the table. So from there, the artist is similar. I started making contracts for because people, after seeing what we did with both of them, because the collaboration Kasi was since I was behind both Kasi and the media team and never push.
Yeah.
People believe whoever is behind Kasi is the one who na push malaiti I can push.
Yeah.
But
So it worked out to some extent in the end.
yeah, so people started coming to us asking about push and all that. And that's where we started laying contracts. Okay, if you want to work with us, there's the terms, there's conditions, there's the contract. So, yeah.
Who are you guys currently working with right now?
Currently, we have different artists. We have Moetla, we have Tutoranta, we have Jungle Yard. We're working with dancers also. We have different dancers because our aim was to push creatives by Lahore. They work together with shooting and taking pictures. So models, dancers, and musicians, those are people who are and it's been working out.
What do you think is the future of Shakhalakari music right now?
You know, the first
Because it was like and then nali le show ya Chokoma ko Royal Area bin nankar nali the beefy, you know, and it started looking like other people are now performing it instead of the guys who we thought this year would be the year where they ran away with it. So I'm just trying to figure out as some people by law were the ones responsible for pushing it, where do you think it is right now?
If I take it back a bit, the first time I got le Chokoma, I told before I had blow and everything, I got more proposals. I told them you have the potential to get to the level yabo Makazi. The sound there Makazi, it was new to the world. Look where it is now. Your sound, the sound is new to the world, and I know for sure this is something it has potential and is going to break boundaries if we put it properly. And if you allow us to just get in charge and push everything way to the end. And before the end of the year, because by that time, Canada, and I told him, you have that potential to get bookings from outside of Botswana and to perform with artists outside of Botswana. He managed to get that booking, because the reason why I'm mentioning Chokoma much because by then he was the main artist before Jua Atsana in the picture. They had a fallout with him and Chokoma, and I was working both of them in pairs because Ju he had to start from zero and really push at it, and he really did push to get where he is because what's a artist the young one then push all one without knowing where to start. It's not that easy. But he stuck by Vim and PZ to the point where and still by then we were by his side and push to where we are now.
So the future is there.
The future is there. The only thing is that with just like any other artist, management.
Do you think we're ever going to see another collaboration between Ju and Chokoma?
I hope there's there, because both of them they don't have proper management. That's what's killing their business right now. Because you can rise to a certain level, but only music is just like any business. Or if you're an artist, you are managing a business, but you can't do it solemnly. You are a talent. So you have people by law. You have to have people by business and solemnly not really focused on the money, but who actually see your potential and where you can go.
Yes, sir.
And I'm hoping things will get proper as time goes, because now we are seeing them collaborating with artists from South Africa, artists from Namibia. We saw Juana Lebo DJ Sia from Namibia. We see Chokoma Analebo Wave Rider from South Africa. That shows growth to our genre. If you is able to go across boundaries, across borders. I'm hoping it will go to the likes of DRC, Nigeria, and
What do you think about people who are not bakhalagari doing the sound?
That one is a tricky one because I'm also caught in between that thing because now artists the one by that sound feel like I see since it's related to that sound it can push them, but I don't know how the guys who started the sound feel about it because they one and all that, and I know that some might not be happy about it, some don't really mind it. The problem is if just like Lokompo they had issue with artists Baba Tambadira sound but not really empowering the artists by Bana Badira Lokompo. If jump into sound but not really helping out whoever is part or giving credit to whoever, then that's where the problem is. More sound the problem becomes when udira sound olowaneko but not really just jumping on the wave but not really helping or just embracing the genre with collaborations from whoever.
Awesome stuff. And I think just to close it off, like something about photography, because mo sounding that what one mistake what mistake do clients what mistake do clients make before shoots that you wish they would stop making? I think that goes to anyone who does photography.
Yeah, I think the mistakes mostly is because I want to go both photographers and clients.
Yeah.
So photographers, our mistake we never have backup. That's one thing is very crucial as a photographer, and not having backup mechanical wise. But then business wise, not having contracts and signed contracts. I've lost a lot of money because of contract issues. And then you do the job, and then because of 1, 2, 3, and which were minor issues. And I don't know if they have fallout with Kayamado or one, but there should be a contract there. Okay, if I've provided 1, 2, 3, I get paid of this. If I don't provide 1, 2, 3, then this is how it's going to play out. And clients also, they should make sure they sign contract with photographers, book in advance, know that the terms is about deposit and all that. And the other thing, try to do research about photography, so that you know what's in there, because some clients can not like a 500 pula about the service 5,000. And how do you provide in Nankare? You are not professional or you are not serious, but the budget and this, because what's killing us nowadays because we don't invest much on the what you want. I want this, but something they don't know how what came about for people to get that picture.
Awesome stuff.
And then lastly, advice for photographers, the business photography to my experience, and the industry there's toxicity and mental health is something it can dwell on you, because it can't lose the footage and everything. It's not something that is very easy. And people might take it easy, but it takes a toll on you. And we never really deal with it. And stress, I think, can go way beyond. And just having to disappoint other clients, know how you can come back from that. Because personally, I have dealt with a lot when it comes to higher photography. There was a point where I took a break from this whole thing because I couldn't cope with the whole energy from this industry. You're dealing with clients, dealing with people who don't understand what it takes for production. And sometimes you can have something like a burnout. And burnout height, it doesn't have a warning, it doesn't have this, and everything just kind of dims, and there's no drive, there's no this, and by that time, when I look to you have to deliver.
Yeah.
And it adds a lot of things.
Definitely.
So try, as a photographer or a creative, try to have sessions, not sessions, but the EP space, take a break, a month break, or focus on your life, because 5 years ago, on the same circle, taking pictures, editing, delivering, taking pictures. The whole 5 years,
yeah. No doubt, man. I know. I really, really appreciate that, man. I don't know if you guys have any questions. All right. Nah, big up, Bob. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And I think you gave us some insight, because some of these things, you see the brand growing there by itself. You're like, okay, this guy must have like big backing behind him, whatever. But you're literally doing it all by yourself. And are you looking for investors?
Yeah.
What does an investor look like for you?
Like I got into
in closing,
yeah,
party.
I'm actually looking for investors by mind.
Hey.
And because
how much? How much?
That one, whoever is interested can communicate, and then we can see what are the expenses and all that. You have to have a budget, and if you look at there's the plan we have in hand, we just need this much, because I started this thing from zero, and I've never got any funding from anywhere else. Yeah. And the only help I got was from just about push and all that. But that's why Honana is the brand is really big, but it's still small.
Yeah.
Because we still don't have the shop at the and all that. People by now expect the shop and all that.
Yeah.
But I still need to build a proper team. I still haven't had a team. Because it's not really that easy just to engage in your team.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for people they can help me with influx and build a proper team. This thing with the right team can go far, because the dream is to get to the level it's about Nike, it's about Adidas. Because if you can see, the inspiration from the Kasi was Vans. So the logo they were Vans. Why? Yeah. Because Vans is a street brand culture, but the culture ya makhuwa.
Yeah.
So I wanted something it can be culture ya rona as black people, as Africans.
Yeah.
The other inspired brand was Fubu.
Yeah.
Fubu was a culture-based brand, statement for us, by us. Something so I wanted it to be something it will represent us, by us, and someone who almost start the higher they know they're representing.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, remember, you can always link up with anyone on that DMs. So you can hit him up. He's on Instagram, Enzo the photographer. You're on Facebook, you're on TikTok. Everywhere. You do check your DMs, right?
I'm mostly on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp?
Yeah, social media, the crowd is too much. So WhatsApp 77662749.
Okay.
That's my contact, that's my WhatsApp number.
Awesome stuff. And guys, that's our show. Remember, like we said, we're at Botswana Craft today because we wanted to remind you that on the 5th of September, Scar versus Zeus is going to be happening right here. Show starts at 7 p.m. It's a Friday night. Yo, it's been fun. We'll catch you again next week, Wednesday, right here on the Local Corner Multimedia YouTube page. I'm SCAR, and we're out. Peace.
Cheers.
identities. Podcast with Big SCA.